Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, it's Halloween Friday, and the hot dish is spooky. First, the scariest birthday present you could ever give someone, a hologram. Then, your first look at Jamie Lee Curtis in the new Halloween Kills.
I have a terrible feeling. A really bad feeling, like dread.
Also today, some of our favorite local ghost hunters are back. We're talking to the brother-sister duo behind the hit show, Destination Fear. And she doesn't scare us. Our buddy Erin Schwab is back with a preview of the very unique event she's doing. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Halloween slumber party. That's right, it is Halloween Friday. I'm Jason Matheson. Hello, and welcome to our Halloween at-home slumber party. Yes, do not adjust your dial. I'm a 46-year-old man in a Chewbacca onesie. Thank you. If this doesn't get us ratings, I don't know. I mean, seriously, I'm humiliating myself for ratings. You're not going to see this on The Price is Right. Continuing our pajama party, look who it is. It's my little minion. It's Kendall, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetheart? Happy Halloween Friday. Okay, let's not do that. It'll be. We said we want ratings. That is adorable.
Thank you.
That is absolutely, because it was funny. Kendall, we got ready. We get ready in dressing rooms right across from each other, and I'm in there, and hello. I talked to Kendall at about 9 o'clock. We're in a meeting. I'm in the dressing room putting this onesie on, and my phone rings, and it's Kendall, and I thought, I just talked to you, and you're like, come in here. I can't decide which one to use. So it was this one or a Jack Skeleton.
Yep.
This one's way cuter.
Way cuter.
Way cuter, yeah.
And I felt like I could be your minion. I am your minion.
A little minion,
Hello.
minion. Yeah, we thought it would be fun. Usually we go all out for Halloween. Obviously this year's different, but we thought this is reflective of how most of you have worked from home in your pajamas. So it is a Halloween pajama party all morning long here on the show.
Whoop, whoop.
That's woohoo! And joining us as part of our pajama party guests, please welcome some of our virtual audience members. There is Lisa to your right, and my buddy Meredith to your left. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Well, I want to start with you, Meredith. I've mentioned you over the last few months. For people that do not know, Meredith is the woman that started the GoFundMe campaign for my mom following the devastating Hurricane Laura. So publicly and now face-to-face, or TV-to-face, I just want to say thank you, sweetheart. You're literally an angel, and my family really can't. My mother cannot thank you enough, honey.
Oh, well, we love you, Jason. You know that. And I love your mom, even though I haven't met her yet.
Well,
I do love her.
You will soon. We're going to have a COVID-safe gathering. Lisa, where are you zooming in from, my love?
Oh, I'm just in Belle Plaine, Minnesota, enjoying my breakfast.
Oh, gross! Now, see, Lisa, I loved you. We were friends, and now you're eating that crap. You're eating. Now, Lisa obviously listens to the radio show because I had a bet I lost, and I've never eaten cottage cheese in my life. I told you guys about that a couple of days. And now I've eaten it, and now I know why I haven't eaten it in 46 years. Do you really like it, Lisa?
Not really.
Okay.
A prop, just to, put a smile on your face.
Well, it worked. We're going to be checking in with Lisa and Meredith throughout the show. I mentioned the radio show, and I got to tell you, Kendall, I'm in such a good mood, and it's all because of all of you. Not only am I in a good mood because this is the most comfortable I have ever been doing the Jason Show in pajamas, but so you guys have been following along with my radio station's big charity campaign event called Project Down and Dirty. We're recreating a classic radio drama, War of the Worlds. But it's about entertainment, but it's all about charity. Every year we do it for different charities. My show's working for Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, which, did you guys know, there are over 50 50,000 senior citizens that have no family, no connection, that are waiting for anybody to connect with them and be their friend or call them once a week. Anyway, we're raising money for them. Today, my radio show broke a record. We raised $26,000 this week. So thanks to all of you that donated. But we have some video real quick. Do we have the video or should we wait a little bit later? Oh, this is what it looks like, everybody. So we've been recreating War of the Worlds, and as you can see, this is a huge operation. You can see the Foley artist in the bottom right square. So all the sound effects you're gonna hear, Kendall and TV friends, they're not done by a computer. They're done by Foley artists making homemade sound effects. So we are recreating Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. It'll debut tonight at 7. If you want a ticket, it's $10. Go to mytalk1071.com and you'll see that video as well. You'll get a link to that exclusive video I haven't even seen. But anyway, thank you to all of you that have donated, and I can't wait for tonight. I haven't seen it. I can't wait to hear it all come together.
I think it's so cool that it's so old school that way, too, because that's how they would have done it when it originally aired. It's
and
awesome. Today
today is the anniversary of the original broadcast. Today is.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. 2 days ago, we talked about Kim Kardashian West's 40th birthday party. You know, she had it on a private island, which really bothered a lot of you. I got your emails. You guys were cracking me up. Well, that's old news. You want to know what's news today? Kanye's rather unique gift. He gave her a hologram of her late dad, Robert. Look at this.
I am so proud of the woman that you've become, Kimberly, and all that you've accomplished. All of your hard work and all the businesses you have built are incredible. But most impressive is your commitment to become a lawyer and carry on my legacy. It's a long and a hard road, but it's worth it. I'm with you every...
Okay. Kim called it the most thoughtful gift of a lifetime and says she's watched it over and over and over again. Kendall, let's have a new segment. Creepy, creepy, or totally uncalled for?
Okay, hot take.
Oh.
I didn't mind it.
What?
Listen, okay, so I think it would have been a little more meaningful if like her dad had written her a letter and it came out that way. I thought it was a little spooky, but if it meant something to her, who cares? What do we think? Her dad's passed, she loved him, and it meant a lot to her. So like, whatever, go
Leo,
for it.
come back to, okay, were you on me? Dear family, don't ever bring Mel back from the dead. Please, I don't want a hologram of my father.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, you would hate
no,
that.
No,
Okay.
no.
It'd be weird.
I don't want any relative emerging as a hologram. I don't want Princess Leia Mel. That's my dad's name. I don't want that. That's no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I mean, in front of the person, I would be like, oh, this is great. And then I would come on here and tell all of you how creeped out I was.
Oh.
I get it that it's awful. And again, if she likes it, that's great. But no. I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
I thought the messaging was the weirdest part, though. That was the part that I was like, you don't know what he would say. Yeah, you could say, be proud of her. But the rest of it is kind of like.
And can we just stop with holograms, America? We can't agree on anything. But can we? Lisa, can we stop with the holograms? I don't need a Whitney hologram. I don't need a Chubby Checker hologram. I don't need Elvis. I think Chubby Checker's passed. I don't know. We'll check on that. Next in the dish, I am beyond excited for, well, so many reasons. We're quickly approaching the debut of season 4 of The Crown. This is so good. Come back to the TV if you're a Crown lover, because the last trailer we saw was all about Princess Diana. Now Netflix dropped another one, and this one's all about Margaret Thatcher. Look at this.
2 women running the shop. That's the last thing this country needs.
Perhaps that's precisely what this country needs.
My goal is to change this country from being dependent to self-reliant, and I think in that I am succeeding.
Joblessness, recession, crises. It's a dangerous game to make enemies left, right, and center.
Not if one is comfortable with having enemies.
Are you?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Queen. Literally. Yes, Queen. The season kicks off in the late 70s. The phenomenal Gillian Anderson's going to play the former prime minister. Emma Corrin will play Lady Di, and the new season drops on November 15th. I want it now. Like I want the election to be over. I want to be home. I want to be wearing this. I want to be in my couch, on my couch, not in my couch, and I want to be watching this. How good is Gillian Anderson in that? Seriously, how good is she?
It's going to be so good. And so after that, like watching the full clip, they do a lot more Princess Di stuff too.
Yeah.
The resemblance is
uncanny.
So crazy.
Yes.
Like I got so many feels watching
I don't know what I'm going to love more. Am I going to love the stuff with Di and Charles? Or am I going to love the back and forth, the drama between
Margaret and the
Thatcher
Queen. Yeah.
and the Queen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's going to be a cornucopia of goodness. All I know is I'm there for it. Oh, and by the way, speaking of streaming stuff, tonight, if you want something to watch, like if you're staying indoors.
Go for football.
What?
Go for football. Never mind.
Oh, I know. The boss told me, is today Gopher Friday?
Yes.
Tyler's a Gopher Friday? Yes. I'm sorry. I usually try to wear my maroon suit, but yeah.
Sorry, I digress.
No. I'm glad you read. Good luck to the Gophers. Tyler, who are they playing? Maryland?
Why don't you ask me?
Well, I don't know, because Tyler, I don't know. Tyler's right there. Anyway, floor director Tyler.
Minion.
So they're playing Maryland. Well, not congratulations. They haven't won yet. But good luck, Gophers. And The Mandalorian is out right now. But don't turn that dial. Don't turn that dial. Watch The Mandalorian because we have a much more ahead on our Halloween slumber party extravaganza. Let's go to our audience. We'll be right back, actually. Stay with us, everybody.
The hot dish is scary, and there's more coming out of the oven. Next, lock your doors and hide in that closet. Michael Myers isn't dead yet. A brand new look at the latest Halloween. Then they're the brother and sister ghost hunting duo from Minnesota. The stars of Destination Fear will join us with a preview of their new season. And she is a one-woman powerhouse. Our friend Erin Schwab is back, and she's bringing theater back for local kids. Stay right there. The Jason Show, Pajama Edition. We'll be right back.
Many states, California, where we tape this show, is experiencing a spike in coronavirus cases. And this has caused some people to quarantine inside their homes again. Now, at the same time, other people in LA are still shopping and dining out at restaurants and gathering with friends and family. And it's hard to say what the right move is. People are conflicted. Right now, I'm going to take a quick look outside. Let's see for ourselves what's going on in LA. I think people are making too big a deal out of this. You know? Fortunately, we're right here in West Hollywood, so I'll get about as good a view as you can get. Maybe we stay in on Halloween, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably the way to go.
Probably a good idea. Welcome back, everybody, to our Jason Show Halloween Slumber Party Extravaganza. There's our virtual audience. There's Lisa and Meredith, who I accidentally went to, and then we went to commercial. You would think I had like a vodka soda. I did not. I'm fine. But
No, you're just comfortable.
I'm just that's what it is. Thank you, Kendall. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just gosh darn comfortable. There we go. Yeah. I knew this would come in handy.
Someday.
There's a sweet lady. Remember when these were hot? Like you couldn't find them anywhere? The Chewbacca masks? The Chewbacca mom, remember her?
Yep.
We couldn't find them anywhere, and this was what season Jeff was here. Jeff's at a very important meeting.
Always.
While our show's on.
Always.
But that's okay. Anyway, I think it's season 1 or 2. No one could find it, and a sweet lady that came into the audience got this for us. It's been backstage for 5 years, and I thought it'll eventually come in handy. Today's that day.
Today's that day.
Shiver me timbers. Next, The Halloween franchise has provided a lot of nightmares over the last 4 decades. And we're getting a look at the 12th film, but I'll explain it, why it's number 12, because it's not really 12, but it kind of is. In the slasher film series, here's a brand new teaser for Halloween Kills. Look at this.
Next Halloween, when the sun sets and someone is alone, he kills.
So good. So very good. I love this. This is, let me tell you. So Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie Strode. Nick Castle is Michael Myers, and Kyle Richards is also back. This is my favorite Halloween franchise. Now you were thinking, oh, wow, Jason, this is the 17th film. I'm not going to get too into the weeds on this, but here's the deal. This is kind of a sequel. Remember the original Halloween in '78 with Jamie Lee? Mm-hmm. This is the one a couple years ago was really, they want it to be part 3.
Okay.
Because Jamie Lee Curtis came back for the original part 2. I'm already confusing myself. So
I'm
the
following.
movie that
I'm
came
ready.
out a couple years ago was really part 3.
Okay.
So this is really part 4.
Oh, of that specific part
Yeah,
of the
they
series.
basically want you to forget all of the other sequels. 3 through 16. They want you to 3 through 15. They want you to forget all of those.
Okay.
I don't know. All I know is it was supposed to come out today, but because of the COVID, it's coming out next year. Just saying. I'm very excited. I love a good scary movie. I think I'm actually going to watch the original tonight. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's still scary. It still holds up. Next in the dish. Every year, as you know, the Today Show over there on NBC dresses up for their Halloween. Now, we're all still recovering from Mervy Pervy Matt Lauer as CJ from Baywatch this year. Remember when he did that? But this year, they channeled Broadway. I haven't seen this. Let's take a look.
Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
There's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular.
That's really good, actually. That's Craig and Alan Hamilton and Hoda and Savannah in Wicked. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you get when you have a Daily Show budget of $150,000. This is what you get when you have a Daily Show budget of $47.50 and a Party City gift card.
And a free lantern.
That's right, that we stole from a kid.
Yep.
That's right.
Mhm.
No, it's really good, though.
It is good.
The Wicked Witch costume seems simple, but it's actually not easy to pull off, like a good one. You can look like a raggedy witch. That was really good.
It was. I didn't like their thing last year. They did the 80s throwback.
That was
and
stupid.
it just was pretty poor.
Yeah,
Poorly executed. This was good.
GMA didn't do it this year. They're kind of following our route. You know, it's a very serious time. We get it. And then Drew Barrymore is going to be Glinda. A lot of people are doing Oz. I saw that right before we came on the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a really good Glinda, too.
Cute.
Nutter butter Drew. She's so nutty.
She's going to be great at
She
Glinda.
is. Next in the dish, everything has been virtual this year, but one award show is going full speed ahead. They're like, COVID what? The CMAs will go ahead with their in-person award show. The Country Music Association saying Reba McEntire and Darius Rucker will take the stage as hosts. In their announcement, they say the 54th CMA Awards will mark the first big time the biggest names in country music will come together safely in one room. This year, the CMAs will broadcast live from Nashville on November 11th. Hey, look, if they can do it safely, we just reported a couple days ago, Ellen's bringing back her audience. So if they can do it well, I'm not going to bust on them.
No.
I mean, it's a little scary. It's a giant theater. I wonder how many audience members they're going to have.
Right. And like how far back they'll be.
Yeah.
Like away from people singing really loud. But yeah, I mean, because if you're going,
those droplets.
you know you're going.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's talk to our virtual audience. Meredith, let me ask you, would you go, now our show aside, like let's say you got tickets, I'll use Ellen as an example. Knowing what you know, would you go to a show like Ellen right now?
No.
You wouldn't? What's it?
No, I'd still hold off.
Okay, what's it now? Let me ask you, because this is fascinating, because Meredith is like, you know, your average viewer. What is it going to take for you to go back to maybe a Broadway show, a TV show, a movie theater? What's it going to take?
Movie theater might be a little different, just because it's usually not that busy there lately. But masks and making sure so many seats are in between people, that would be fine for a theater. But Broadway, maybe a TV show taping, a convention, things like that, that's going to take me a little bit.
Lisa, how about you?
Ellen, yes, for sure. Broadway show, yes. No doubt about it.
Yeah, Lisa's like, girl, I'll go now. Give me a plane ticket. I'll jump on the plane now. Thanks, ladies. We'll check back with you a little bit. I don't know. Movies I may go to. You know, did you guys see AMC is basically, you can rent a theater for you and your family. $50, isn't it? Or 100, I don't know.
It's something that is relatively cheap if you actually put, you know, the 20-some people in it. It's like $7 to see a movie then.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I hope they can survive. You know what I mean? I hope the movie theaters can survive, and I hope this helps their bottom line a little bit.
Right, movie theaters, restaurants, all that stuff.
Yeah. Next in the dish, fans of Saved by the Bell feeling a little more whole this morning. This after we broke the news that Lisa Turtle will return for the Peacock streaming service reboot of Saved by the Bell. Lark Voorhees had been a part of the franchise since it debuted in 1988 as Good Morning Miss Bliss, then made the jump to Saved by the Bell on NBC in 1989. Well, she wasn't in the trailer released a few days ago, but then Entertainment Weekly was like, surprise, Lisa in the show will have a thriving fashion career in the reboot storyline. Lark, the reason this is a big deal is because Lark has been absent from, like, you know, when they've reunited before. Lark has been very open about her battle with bipolar disorder. Screech, still MIA, as it should be.
Doing other films, as you so lovingly put it.
I love that they did this.
Yeah.
You know, because just because Lark came out, you know, and you don't say admit, because admit connotates something wrong. Just because she revealed that she has bipolar, she shouldn't not get roles. There's millions of people on the earth that that live with bipolar disorder.
Right.
So I'm glad that they reached out to her and made her a part of this, because she's a part of the show.
Right. I was just gonna say, like, it was a missing piece without her.
Yeah.
People love her.
Yeah, and it just makes me happy. You guys, producers, you did the right thing on that.
Good job.
And I am gonna watch it. I'm gonna say I am gonna watch
You're
this.
gonna have to give me your reviews, because I keep saying I'm gonna watch it, and you know I won't. So.
Yeah, I know you won't. That's okay. But again, this is more me.
I
Just
know.
like Hocus Pocus is more your generation. Saved by the Bell is really more mine.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, this is getting a little hot.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm also sweating. I'm pitting out a little bit.
Tyler, do we have a portable air conditioner or something that we can just roll over here? No?
Can we grab some deodorant?
I know, I gotta tell you, I am just, it's a little hot in here. I feel like a little gay baked potato. I feel like I'm just.
Me too.
I do, I feel I'm kind of bacon in here. This is actually hotter than a suit, if you can imagine that.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, oh well, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's
Still
fine.
ahead, Erin Schwab will join us to talk about her latest project. But next, the new season of Destination Fear is back just in time for Halloween, and it's scarier than ever. Coming up, we're going to chat with Dakota and Chelsea, Minnesotans, about the Travel Channel show. When the Halloween pajama party continues. We'll be right back.
Are we going crazy right now, or were there people out in the woods? I have no idea, but that was so clear.
That sounded like a group of people.
I didn't see anybody. I looked out the window with my camera right away.
Dude, I think someone's breaking into the building.
What are we supposed to do? I don't have a weapon. I don't have anything.
There is a group of people. Like, I've never heard a whole group of spirits before.
I know I've talked to people in the past who have been here, and they've been on like the first floor and heard a whole group of people on the top. Dude, someone is in here. Someone's down here. Okay, Tanner, stay close to me. Yeah, got you. I don't know if there's a person here.
Someone is in the building.
Just stay between me and Tanner.
Welcome back. That is a clip from the new season of Destination Fear on the Travel Channel. It stars some of our favorite ghost hunters. And the premise is this: they spend the night in abandoned and haunted locations across the country. Fun, right? Please welcome back to our show our good friends Chelsea and Dakota. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, no, thanks for being part of our Halloween show. How are you guys doing?
Good. You know, it was a long road trip. It's been a lot of scary. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well,
on the road.
let me ask you, this is the new season. One episode's already aired. We'll get into the specifics of a couple of them in just a second. Have you guys been able, talking about your production schedule, have you guys been able to film even with COVID?
Yeah, I mean, we were so lucky, so blessed to be able to go out there and film, but everything changed. We were locked in the RV the whole time. We didn't have any crew with us. It was just us this time. And yeah, it was tough. There was a lot of new rules that we had in place, but thankfully everyone was safe and healthy and we didn't have any issues.
Well, Chelsea, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No problem. Like, I was just saying, like, as you know, like, every single show has to get creative and at the same time be safe. Fortunately, we are going to locations that nobody really wants to go to anyways. So that was kind of worked in our benefit that we were going to places where it was just us in these buildings. So
I was going to say, it's not like you're going to Disney World or Vegas. For instance, your first episode, you visited a decaying hospital. Well, that's appealing.
To Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, it was appealing to me. We went to the Saratoga County Homestead in upstate New York, and it was a location that was really similar to what's happening today. It was a place where people went to quarantine for tuberculosis and the flu. And so it was one of the times I feel like more than ever that we could really relate to a location. And it was a night to remember, that's for sure.
How long were you guys actually there? Like, I've asked you this before, but the whole process, arrival to conclusion, how long are you guys at these properties?
I'd say like 14 hours around, a little over 14. Once we get dropped off, it's usually around 6 or 7 at night, and we usually get picked up around 7 or 8 in the morning.
And last time we talked to you, it was for our winter shoot. And I feel like shooting in the winter and shooting in the summer is a lot different, because in the winter you have more nighttime and like you have to film like longer. But even in the summer, like we were arriving early and we were there for so long. And, you know, the people who watch the show only get to see, you know, a really condensed, what is it? Our overnight, it's like 35 minutes,
it's like
usually.
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
They're seeing like the highlight reel of a very, very long night. And I'm glad you asked that, because I feel like, you know, people really don't know how long we're in there for, and it is a very long time.
Well, I just love on my sheet here about this first episode, the season premiere at the hospital. They wrote on here, some bodies, as in a body, unclaimed because of the flu pandemic. I mean, I don't get that written on my sheet every day.
No, and that was kind of the theme of a lot of the locations we went to on this road trip. Was you have so many unclaimed bodies, and this location was over 1,000 bodies. Nobody knows what happened to, and a lot of people believe they're on the property. So it was terrifying. This place was straight out of a nightmare.
Okay, the next episode, you are in Kentucky. Tell me about that.
Yes, I sent us to an abandoned bourbon distillery, which is a location we've never done before. We've never done anything like that. And the main reason I went was because of the violent deaths. There was a lot of really just fast and quick violent deaths that happened at this distillery with the workers. And just wait till you see what it looks like. It looks like it's straight out of a Tim Burton movie, this creepy, massive abandoned distillery.
Well, I wanted to ask you, and we're going to talk about, there's a theory, and I know, Chelsea, I want to ask you about, or Dakota, I want to ask you about it, as far as what you think makes and I'm not making a joke here, a good ghost or a violent host or ghost. We'll do that in a minute. But we have about 30 seconds. Do you get a lot of apprehension from the property owners when you approach them to go into these places?
Yeah, I would say yes. We've had a few hospitals and places say no to us just because they don't want people to watch the show and then the next morning go there. And the Saratoga Homestead, the first location, there were actually over 60 people trying to get into the building. 60 cars the next day after our episode. So it is a problem, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I imagine they see, and then and then they want to go and try to be Dakota and Chelsea. But do not. Kids, don't try this at home. Okay, we have much more to talk about. It's our Halloween pajama extravaganza. Chelsea and Dakota are standing, going to continue with us right after this. Back after this.
There's voices.
Those are people.
How are we? If those are people, though, we would be seeing them. What the hell?
It's like 3 people talking.
There are people talking, men and women.
There's nothing, guys. There's literally nothing.
On the thermal.
I don't see anything on the thermal.
Wait, what is that? There's something. What is this? Is that an animal?
I'm moving around and it's still there. What is that?
It's just a white ball of light. These woods are thick. We would hear someone running or walking. Hello?
We're back with Chelsea and Dakota from Destination Fear on the Travel Channel. Guys, I wanted to ask you, we had your Minnesota Travel Channel partner, Dave Schrader, on a couple days ago, and I did a deep dive on your show and his the last few days. What do you say to those watching right now that just watch that clip or watch your show with a skeptical eye, an eye of, really? Are you doing this in post-production? What do you say to those skeptics?
I mean, I would tell them to pick one of the 24 locations we've been to already, pick any one. And most of these buildings, they let you rent them out. They let you pay to go in there and spend a night. And go spend a night at one of these places and do it yourself, and then decide for yourself whether you believe it.
Chelsea,
and sleep alone too. Go alone.
Chelsea, were you ever a skeptic? Were you ever a skeptic?
I'm always a skeptic. I'm still a skeptic. Being almost a doctor, I'll be a doctor next year. Like, I'm very much always analyzing everything. Thank you. And I'm just, I'm never settling for, it's a ghost, or, I'm always like, it could have been this, it could have been that. And at the end of the day, no matter what the heck it was, I'm still going to be scared. These buildings are old. They're, there's always noises that are happening in the building just because the building's old and decrepit. These aren't really strong standing buildings. But just the fact, the what if, and, some of the things we experience are just simply unexplainable. So it kind of goes back to there's just so many things to be scared of, whether it's paranormal, whether it's, animals in the building with you.
Yeah, see, that's where you would lose me. Like a random rabid raccoon or something would be the thing that would scare me. Dakota, I want to ask you, you have an interesting theory of what makes a more intense haunting, like when a location just has a severe haunting. You think you have a theory of why?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have a theory that when there's just a dark history, a dark past, that whenever there's suffering in life, I feel like you have more energy in the afterlife if you were wronged or if something bad happened to you. And even the location we went to for the season premiere, the Saratoga Homestead, this was a location that's been abandoned for 50 years. People have done nothing but destroy and vandalize it. And I also believe at that location that maybe whatever's there is so active or so angry because every single person who goes in there is destroying the building.
Well, I started with Dakota. Chelsea, I want to give you the last word. We have about 30 seconds. Now that there's been several seasons, look back. What's been your most, since it is Halloween Friday, what experience has been the most terrifying for you personally?
Honestly, I'd have to say in 2 episodes coming up, there is an episode that I actually ended up crying in, and it takes a lot to get me to cry. I always say it doesn't take a lot for me to scream, but it takes a lot to get me to actually shed tears. And this was actually at Randolph County and Infirmary. And basically, Dakota had a great idea to isolate us, be going alone in some of these buildings. And I heard something that was just absolutely terrifying that I actually shed tears. So I would say in a couple weeks, you'll find out.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, that was the best tease. The people at Travel Channel couldn't have written a better tease. Guys, continued success. Thank you so much as always.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank
Your
you.
show.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween, guys. Chelsea and Dakota, the brand new season of Destination Fear, as I said, airs Saturday nights on the Travel Channel. Kendall, we should go in a haunted house. Okay, I just got a no on that one. Still ahead, we're chatting with a non-scary guest. Well, she's scary sometimes. Erin Schwab when we come back. Back after this. Thank you, Kendall. Minnesota is known for its art scene, but during the pandemic, most live entertainment, you guys know, is on hold. Lucky for us, people are finding new ways to entertain us all. This weekend, you can see local kids perform in a show perfect for Halloween, The Addams Family. Joining us live, she's spooky and she's kooky. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back our dear friend, the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, Erin Schwab. Good morning, Erin.
Hello.
Happy Halloween, Erin.
Thank you so much. How are you?
Well, Erin, right now I'm really hot. And not in a sense of like I'm physically hot. I'm in a Chewbacca outfit. I mean, you know, I'm a 46-year-old man in a Chewbacca onesie. What do I need to tell you anything else?
Nope. I think that's great. I almost put on some PJs myself because I heard it was like PJ Halloween day. And I just had to just keep it professional, because sometimes you change right after that first cycle back into a suit, and I didn't want to be the weirdo.
No, I'm looking at you. You look respectable there. You look respectable.
Well, thank you. And no duster this time coming out of the base.
No. Okay, my love, you're directing The Addams Family, the Lakeshore Players Theater. Hey, Erin, there's a pandemic going on, so let me ask you, how are you doing this?
We are being very careful and safe, and we rehearse outside. Everybody has masks on all through rehearsal and during the performance. Well, all of the actors are masked while they are performing. And we take really, really seriously, we take all of the precautions that we can. We follow the guidelines of the state, and we follow the guidelines of the schools as well, because the cast is 13 to 18-year-olds. So it's quite an adventure, and it's been very chilly rehearsing the last couple weeks.
Well, we're looking at video. I was going to say, you know, the masks probably help the kiddos warm up a little bit.
It does. It does. Although after you wear them for a while outside in the cold, they get a little moist. Not going to lie.
Yeah. What is the challenge? I mean, Erin, you know, we've seen you. You directed Annie. We covered that. What is the challenge, Miss Director, of directing a show like this in these times? What's the biggest hurdle for taking The Addams Family and transferring it in a COVID-safe environment?
I think the biggest challenge is probably getting out of your own way as a director and having a vision that is open to change, and using all of the innovation and all of the creativity that I can to craft a show from the outside in rather than the inside out. And you just tell a really great story. All anybody wants right now is a really great story. And so they can't touch each other. So it's cool because it's new challenges. It's like, how do you create energy and tension between people or develop relationships? Wednesday is in love with a boy named Lucas, and they have songs, and Morticia and Gomez, who are consistently in every film, TV, comic, everything about it. They were always very physical with each other. They have to do a tango in this show. And we figured out how to make them tango without touching each other.
I love that you did this because, I think you know what I'm going to say here. If people are safe and people can find ways to do it, I've seen sports come back in various degrees, various levels. I think it's great for the kids that are in the arts scene, for them to have an outlet as well. So congratulations for figuring out how to do this.
You know, you just got to be a little innovative and try to make sure you're watching and keeping people safe. And all of the blocking is distanced from each other. They all have masks on. They have one costume and they come inside of it. And it's been a really interesting, fun experience. And Lakeshore has been so delightful, and has helped us and said yes to so many things that we needed in order to make this happen. And the kids we have an amazing cast. Like, they are phenomenal. I'm not even lying. They're so good, including my daughter is in the show.
Well, of course. I mean,
so I have to say.
I mean, I've heard rumors that she's a little bit of a diva, but I mean, we won't hold that against her.
Yep, right, exactly.
Hey, how can
No,
how can
so
people
fun.
how can people watch it?
You can come. There are 3 performances at Lakeshore Players Theater at the Hannaful Theater in White Bear Lake. 2 tomorrow on Halloween. One is at 1 p.m. And then on Sunday at 1 p.m., you can go to lakeshoretheaterplayers.org. I believe I just said that right. I sure hope so. And you can get all your ticket information from there. And you can also, if you can't be there and you can't be around those people, you can also purchase tickets for streaming. So if you can't be around, you know, if you don't feel comfortable being outside with other people, you know, we are certainly controlling the amount of people that are going to be there, and all of the seating is arranged. So it's all socially distanced. You bring your own seating, you bring your own chairs and blankets and cozy up and sit out in the parking lot. But if you'd rather sit in your Chewbacca onesie at home and watch it, right, you can do that too.
I mean, I already have that going. So Kendall and I have our pajama. We can just head over to the theater. Well,
yeah, no, we're all missing awesome, great stories, and it's such a great story, and it's such a classic family in history. So it's great.
Well, again, congratulations on figuring out a way to do this. If anyone can figure out how to do this, it's you. So thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I have an awesome team too, so they're amazing.
The great Erin Schwaberini. Tickets are available by going to lakeshoreplayers.org, as Erin said. Support local theater. We're going to take a break. Kendall, my little minion, there she is. She'll be back right after this. Welcome back to our Halloween pajama party. This is how we've dressed for the last 9 months. Let's take a look back at some of our past Jason Show Halloween extravaganzas. This was last year. This is, that's me as Harry Potter. And then that is not, oh my God, this still is one of my favorites. That is actually Shane as Voldemort. I'm sorry. That is one of my favorites. Look at her. And those hands are still in the women's dressing room.
They are, I confirm
They are
that.
still. Kendall was getting an ear transplant, so she couldn't be here. We had just hired her, and then she was like, I got to have ears replaced.
Gotta go.
So let's go. What's the next one here? So this is Supermarket Sweep. People love, oh, I had a blast with this one. That was a great, look at Shane. Shane looks like she just walked out of Spencer's in 1987. Okay, next, J.R. Ewing and Kelly Kapowski with the world's largest phone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's actually Larry Hagman's Stetson, by the way, that I was given by Larry in 2012, okay? And I think that's it, yeah. Now we have some more. We have little kid photos and older photos when we come back. So stay right there, back after this.
We're done.
We're done. Cut to black. Can we go? Is Fox 9 News at 11 ready to go? We can't beat that. That's a clip from last year when our very own Ted dressed up as Jessica Fletcher for Murder, She Wrote. Welcome back to our Halloween pajama party. Okay, we have a couple more pictures. These are like kid. Oh, here's little Jason. That's my grandma Betty. That's my grandma Betty, my dad's mom, and little bitty Jason. I think I was like 2 or 3. Let's look at the next one. Who do we have? That's me. 2009 as the Addams Family. That's Alexis is Wednesday all the way to the left, and Julia from I Talk and my friend Kristen. And then what do we have next? Let's go to the next one. What do we have?
Where is it?
Oh, it's not working. Oh well. Sorry,
it was
Kendall.
mine.
It was yours. We'll put it on Facebook. I know.
Throw this pumpkin.
Blame Leo. Hashtag it's always Leo's fault.
Leo, you didn't like a picture of me and my grandma?
No, I know. Sorry.
Rude.
It is funny that they showed 2 of me and none of you. I apologize. Yeah, let's say hello. Let's say goodbye to our good friends, Lisa and Meredith. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Meredith, happy Halloween, my love.
Love you.
I love you, Lisa. Happy Halloween. Go eat that cottage cheese, girl.
I will, and then watermelon.
Oh, whatever. Bye, guys. If you want to become part of our virtual audience, head to our Facebook page. Monday on The Jason Show, a delicious way to use up leftover Halloween candy. Pair it with wine, of course. Leslie Miller is back with some suggestions. Leslie will match anything with wine. Acorns, anyway, plastic pumpkins. Happy Halloween, everybody. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks. Go vote in person.